Well, hey diddly-o, what do you know, bro? It's Kevin. And today's camp, stealth camp, is for the Stealth Camping Alliance March Challenge. Brought to you by... It's going to take me a few minutes to get to my location. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you go. And you can check this out. Peace. Here we are. Interesting factoids, or something interesting about my city of Novi. First off, this whole area was settled by the Potawatomi Indians who lived on this lake, which this lake was never usually this big. It's known as Walled Lake, and every summer there are 3 buoys out there to mark off a wall. The name for Novi came from the number 6 stagecoach stop on the Great Grand River. No, we're not near the Grand River. It's a few miles to my south. But this, where I'm at, used to be Pavilion Lake Shore. That building behind me, is to represent the ballroom and casino building that burnt down on Christmas Eve from a lit cigarette. I have notes here. I have to, in order to remember. There was also a here at the casino that was here. It survived the Depression in 1929, and there were all kinds of performers: Louis Armstrong, Tommy Dorsey, Bonnie Baker, Stevie Wonder, Chuck Berry. But sadly, in 1965, on Christmas, it burnt down. But there was also here an amusement park, roller coasters, Dodgem cars. Yes, I said Dodgem cars, which would be, bumper cars today. And, everything. It was one of the first locations for a water park, amusement park ever in Michigan. Lasted through the whole shebang. Then the brothers that owned Edgewater Park down in the Detroit area, they bought it out because in the 1960s and 50s, and TV started becoming popular, in-ground pools. People didn't come out here as much. Well, Edgewater Park ended up shutting down because they couldn't compete with Cedar Point and Boblo Island at the time. Anyway, but yeah, this is Walled Lake, Novi, stop number 6. Thank you. Peace. All right, y'all. Okay, so to put this in perspective, I'm on year number 3 with the hashtag Stealth Camping Alliance. My first camp was under a bridge. My second camp was under the bridge. And now this camp is under the exact same bridge. But every time I've camped under here, I've had to do something a little different. So the first time it was just a moving blanket and a sleeping bag, which was cold. The last year it was a sleeping pad, sleeping bag, a tarp, and it was cold and it was rainy. Now, this time it's going to even be a little bit more different. If you all saw my video before where I had the hammock strung up between pillar to pillar, right there, that is what I'm going to do tonight. And I'm also going to have the one wind fly, windsock, whatever you want to call it. And the bad part is on this trip, I couldn't park where I wanted to park because there's people where I used to park. So I had to go back home, get a ride, and hike my ass over here. So with that being said, I have not decided if I want to set up now or later, because I don't know if a train's going to come through. You know, it's about that time for trains to come through, but I don't think it's going to come through. And then, all right, so I'm gonna get shit going. Peace. So as you can see, here is my setup. Gotta make a few little adjustments here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, look at that. Amazing. Well, I'm back. Yeah, I've pretty much, this is all I'm gonna do for setup. I don't want to get too involved, especially if a train comes at 4:30 in the morning like it's done in the past. I'm kind of parched, so I'm gonna have a stealth beverage, which is a cherry Coca-Cola. That's some good stuff. And happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. Yeah, this video is for the March challenge. All right, so this video is brought to you by Out of Bounds, the World Stealth Camping Challenge. I hope you all enjoyed the little history of the area that I live in. So yeah, and I want to shout out Sue B860, Young Nana. She's a great person. She's got some awesome vids. So it's getting dusk. No, I'm not gonna be able to do a campfire here because I've got the road right above me. I was actually looking for a way to be able to camp off the bottom of the bridge. Couple of things. From the highest point of the everything here, it's about 8 feet, and it's a ramp the whole way up, maybe 10, I'm not sure, but anyway, so yeah, and then to get anchors to go up there isn't going to work either. So hashtag stealthcampingalliance, hashtag marchchallenge, hashtag worldchallenge, hashtag Sue860 Young Nana. All right, it's getting about to be twilight, and there's not much going on. There's no trains. There's nothing. Yeah, and the reason why I've got that stick up there with these this is if a train does come through, I want to be able to pop it off and toss it to the side so I don't get caught. We'll see. All right, peace. That is nuts.
Later.
Well, everybody, I'm in the hammock, in the cover. One downfall. My ass is cold, but that's not the biggest problem. Biggest problem I'm having is right now is my back is hurting because of my herniated discs. Gosh. gosh, I so want to just fall asleep in here. I'm so pissed off. I'm personally comfortable, but my back is not. It's worse than laying on the floor, and I don't have my pad to lay on my inflatable to lay on the ground. So fucking pissed. Comfortable. Temperature wise, it's like 50 degrees in this thing. All right, everybody. It's not going to work. Actually, I'm going to give it a little bit longer. And it's 20 after 9. Nope. 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 All right. I got to call this one. All right. I'll catch y'all. Peace. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've made it home. Needless to say, walking my back doesn't bother me. Laying in the hammock with it just didn't feel good. So, maybe the next stealth camp, or next camp period, something will go right. What do you think? Yeah? No? All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Be safe, and peace out.